1905 Einstein's miracle year, also termed as Annus Mirabilis. Einstein published 4 groundbreaking papers pertaining to the photoelectric effect, Brownian motion, special relativity, and mass-energy equivalence. Einstein published these papers in Annalen der Physik scientific journal in German. Now let us discuss about all these papers or discoveries in brief. The first one is photoelectric effect, and it was written in German, and the translated version of the title was on a heuristic viewpoint concerning the production and transformation of light. Einstein received the 1921 Nobel Prize in Physics for his services to theoretical physics, and especially for his discovery of the laws of photoelectric effect, and the laws is given by E equal h nu, and it is the energy of photon, and where s is Planck's constant, nu is frequency of the photon. When a photon incident on metal surface, the energy of the photon can be discussed in the form of work function and kinetic energy. Here phi is the work function and Ke max is the kinetic energy. And work function, minimum energy needed to remove an electron, and maximum kinetic energy of emitter electron. Ke max is maximum kinetic energy of emitter electron. And the second is Brownian motion, and it was entitled on the motion of small particles suspended in a stationary liquid as required by molecular kinetic theory of heat. And the Brownian motion is random motion of particles suspended in a medium or a liquid or a gas. Brownian motion explained empirical evidence for atomic theory and supports the application of statistical physics. There are 2 parts to Einstein theory. The first one is to determine how a Brownian particle travels in given time interval, and the second relates the diffusion constant to physically measurable quantities such as the mean square displacement of a particle in a given time interval. And our third is special theory of relativity, and it was entitled on the electrodynamics of moving bodies. Special relativity is a scientific theory regarding the relationship between space and time, and the theory is based on 2 postulates. The first postulate is physical laws are the same in all inertial reference system, that is invariant under non-accelerating system. And the second postulate is the speed of light in vacuum is the same for all observers regardless of the motion of the light source or the observer, and max velocity at a level is that of light. Time dilation and mass energy equivalence are some major consequences derived from special relativity. Here T prime del T prime equal del T over square root of 1 minus v square over c square is the relation for time dilation. And here T prime is the observer time or 2 position time, and del T is the proper time or 1 position time. Here v, this is the relativistic or relative velocity between inertial reference frames, and c is the speed of light in vacuum. And we have mass energy equivalence. E equal mc square. E is mass, E is energy, and m mass, and c is velocity of light. Let's talk about mass energy equivalence in brief. Mass energy equivalence, and it was entitled, "Does the inertia of a body depend upon its energy count?" Mass and energy are equivalent or interchangeable. That is, there are consequences of one another, or two manifestations of the same thing, and this was an insightful idea or discovery, as mass and energy were used to considered separate things before Einstein. And the mass energy equivalence relation is given by E equal mc square, and where E is energy, m is mass, and c square is speed of light in vacuum. And so, the conclusion can be obtained from this equation is that an enormous amount of energy can be produced with a small amount of matter. For example, an atomic bomb was built on this principle, that is, mass energy equivalence relates E equal mc square. So this is it for this video.